What's going on, YouTube? My name is Adam. This is my first video I ever posted to my channel. I've been trying to get a channel going for a long time, and I got this thing right here. Sorry for the ding. But got it set up, and I've been sort of like uninspired with what the heck I'm going to talk about, and I got plenty to talk about. But so I wanted to bring up Mandela Effect. I'm a big conspiracy buff. And the Mandela Effect to me is sort of like it's kind of tapered off a little bit. I know there's still people that are discovering things, but I know in like 2014 it was huge, and there was just like a lot of discoveries and stuff going on. And I mean, I'm convinced of it. I've seen plenty of things right now. It started with the Berenstain Bears. I think that's where most people started. Anyways, the reason why I'm making this video is because recently I was playing a game, an indie game. I think it maybe came out in like 2009, 2010. It's called Limbo. It was one of my favorite games ever when I played it, and I got really, really good at it. And part of the things I really enjoy about games is like collecting all the secrets and figuring it out. Braid was the same way. If anybody's ever played that, like finding the secret stars, so like those little added treats that they put into games and stuff. Well, I hadn't played the game in years, and just moved out of my ex-wife's house, and got a PlayStation 3. And so I was like, I seen it on the PlayStation Network, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to download this, and it's fun. And I'm not going to look up how to find anything again because I want to see if I remember it as well as I can. And I didn't want to get on and spoil anything for myself, so I was trying to get all the achievements and just get the 100%. To my surprise, when I was playing this game, there's like a bunch of secret eggs that you get, and a lot of them are tied to achievements. But from what I remember, uh, there were like special eggs, like ones that didn't give you achievements, but they boosted your percentage. Now, see, this was really confusing for me because I clearly remember there being extra eggs in the game, and I played the game through, and I couldn't find any of them. And actually, one spot stuck out specifically because it was completely different. It sort of kind of reflected the game inside. I've never played it. I've watched a whole playthrough of it, but it was inside where you collect all the. I don't even know what you're collecting in that game. You're smashing something. I don't know, but you go back and then you find like a little secret bunker and it opens a secret area for you. Well, that's how Limbo's set up now, and it was never like that. So I made a little list of everything I could remember because I couldn't find it anywhere online. I did find one, what do you call it? One thread, I guess, one video game thread that was talking about some of the eggs that I'm going to refer to in this video. And if anybody else recognizes this, I'll probably go back and I'll hook it up to my system and see if I can play and show you how I got these eggs. Because I mean, they're real intricate. It's not something you would dream up and make up. I mean, like they make sense, but they're gone, completely gone. And I've looked at videos going back to 2010, and it's got the new version of the game. So that's why I know something fishy's going on. Anyways, I want to draw attention to the cave area where the secret area is, where once you collect all the main eggs in the game, the door opens up and you do like the midnight blackout puzzle. I played that last night, and it was actually really neat because it was something I never played in the game before, but that was never there. The way it used to go is when you would go under the ground, you would collect that first egg, but you could continue forward. There was a drop off, but you could jump over it. And then as you would go straight through it, there was puzzles in the dark that you had to do, or you had to break through the ground, go underground, and you had to go under things. There was nothing trying to kill you, but it was still, you could die, but it was relatively like a flat puzzle. You just had to figure out how to like pull blocks out, climb up things, jump off to like break through the ground. There were two more secret eggs under the ground. Clearly remember this. And then when you got to the bottom, you were stuck, so you had to reset your game. And I'm gonna throw some screenshots up here as best as I can. This is gonna be kind of a janky video. I'm not much of like I mean, I can edit, but I don't know too much about like all the software and everything yet. And I'm just kind of getting myself up and running. But the first thing that I noticed was when I was playing the game, there's a part where you get to like a rain machine, and you go all the way forward. You kind of jump over. I think one of the leeches gets your head, and you got to kind of like push a box and let the little guy eat it. And then when you go down, what you're supposed to do is there's a block, and you're supposed to push it all the way to the left so it doesn't fall into the water. And you're supposed to get it to where it's just barely hanging on, because that's going to catch your secret egg. So you go all the way down, complete the puzzle as it is. You know, you got the little guy that's running out, and you got to feed him the sparks or whatever you're feeding him, and then he kind of runs, gets the rain machine going, and then as soon as it starts to rain, when you run all the way back to the left, there's an egg sitting on that. That's gone. So that's what frustrated me because that was the first one I ran into, and I tried it over and over and over again, and I just assumed, you know what, I'll beat the game, and then I'll go back and collect the rest. Let's see how many I can remember. So so there were two under the ground. That one. So there's three so far. And I'm sure I'm missing one too because you can't find it anywhere. Okay, so the second egg is when you get to the hotel spot. You run up and you realize that the O kind of twists. Well, as the O is twisting, and I think the screenshot I have shows what I'm about to talk about, but you twist the egg so that there's, or tongue tied. Sorry, I drank a bunch of coffee too. But you twist the O so that there's like a line that goes through it, and then it aligns with some of the background, like metal. It's keeping the whole sign up. And as soon as that's aligned, what it does is it aligns a little door that later on in the game, when you see the O again, you can pull it out and the egg falls out. All right. It's in the screenshot. You can actually see. I think it's up in the top left. It's where it is, but yeah, you're supposed to align it so that later in the game, when you find the O again, you can pull it out and an egg drops out. Now, you don't get achievements from any of these. They're just there. You know, it sort of boosts your percentage point because I remember back when I was playing it on the Xbox 360 when it first came out, the high scores were like 125%. So then I started looking online and realizing there's a lot more eggs than just the achievements, just to boost your percentage. So past that one, there's another one that's in the machine area when all the cogs are moving, and you got to kind of like manipulate them so that they go up, and then you stop it. And I think it's right after the one where you sneak under. You kind of like have to backtrack a little bit and sneak under, and there's like an egg under a cog. Where you start twisting the machinery, and then if you keep following the cog, it takes you into the dark where there's another egg. Again, when you smash these eggs, you don't get achievements, so it doesn't give you any, notification. You just crush them and it boosts your percentage point. That's a strange one. That's actually on the thread that I was reading. They were talking about it like, oh, I thought that was the climbing the cog achievement, and no, but it's gone because that was another one I went through and was like, what's going on? Let's see the other one. So this one was kind of strange. It's a spot where you got to walk up. You're like standing sideways, and there's like a little saw that's going up and down. You got to kind of get past it, go up, and then you time it so that you can land on the hotel thing again, and it corrects you. In that area, there's like a pipe, and the pipe kind of does a little zigzag thing. So what you do is you jump up, blink, get it, land on the H, but then you're supposed to run back again, jump back onto it, jump down, and then get yourself stuck onto the side, and you're supposed to repeat that I think maybe like 2 or 3 times, and then the egg will pop out because what you're doing is as you're changing gravity, it's working its way out of this pipe. So then all of a sudden you go up there and there's another egg. And then right after that's where you get the O where you pull or the egg where you pull the O's thing out. Blows my mind. I have no idea what's going on. The second one is when you get to the spot where there's like machine guns, you have to use one of the machine guns to blow the other machine gun up. And as soon as you blow that up, you can progress to the right. When you go to the right, there's like another puzzle where there's like some boxes and like a magnet. And so the magnet is, pulling the box up. Well, what you're supposed to do is tip it to a certain direction so that a spot's sticking upward. And you have to push that box all the way back to the machine gun. And the machine gun will blow the top off of that. You'll see it. And then you're supposed to drag this box all the way back down, push it off the ledge, and the egg will pop out. So I was trying to do that as well. I could not get the box to explode. I looked online afterwards, after I'd played the game all the way through, I looked online and realized something's not right. So that egg's missing. And again, if anybody wants me to perform any of these soon, I'd be more than happy to, figure this whole thing out on my PlayStation and get it going. I'll show you the exact methods to get these eggs and how they're just not there anymore. And there's no going all the way back to 2010. I saw videos with the new alternate room under the ground where there's like the little glowy flowers and you go through. If anybody else remembers that, please make me feel less crazy. My brothers remember it and they were like, "What?" So then the last one that I remember, and and there's probably another one, but this is just off memory because you can't find them anymore. There's a puzzle that you play where you kind of go, you have to get a box, two boxes, and then you make them go up and down. It's towards the end of the game. It's right before the machine breaks, and you keep doing the up and down, like right before the credits, like right before the end. You're supposed to get the two boxes to stack onto the ceiling upside down, and then you're supposed to push the box, both of them together, real carefully all the way to the left of the screen. And then when you get there, it creates a stairway so you can jump up and walk upside down, and there was an upside down egg. Now, I tried that for about an hour, my first playthrough again after not playing for 8 years, and it wasn't there. And I was so pissed because I'd been trying forever, and I was getting smashed by boxes and freaking out. But anyway, I went all the way through it, and once I finally got it, I was so excited, and then I was shocked that the egg was gone. And then, so I finally got to that point. I completed the game, and that's when I got online and started looking for it. And I could not find anything talking about these eggs. Not only that, but I assumed it was some kind of like weird Mandela Effect thing anyway, or they updated the game, to make it a little less difficult and to kind of add like that extra element of the bonus area. But no, it goes all the way back to 2010 all of a sudden. And I swear I played the game again in like 2013 or 14, and they were still there. Because I was showing it to somebody like, look how crazy this is. Like, you're supposed to find this. Anyways, that's the end of my rant. If anybody has anything to comment on this, I'd really appreciate it. It's just got me all... I mean, I'm really confused about this. I couldn't find anything. I was looking for it last night, and, no one's made a mention of it. I was even going Mandela Effect Limbo game. And yeah, no, it's just totally different, completely gone, and it's got me baffled. But I remember specifically these eggs. So leave a comment below. I don't know what my YouTube channel is going to be about, but I just had to get, just whatever, I guess. But I just had to get this out, right? Because it's stressing me out. My reality's changing around me, and, I don't know what timeline we're on anymore. And I mean, I don't care. I guess just keep going. But again, that's the end of my rant. Just let me know if you want more clarity on any of these. Hopefully the screenshots weren't too blurry or whatever. I'm not the highest quality person on the internet, but I do what I can. All right. Have a good one.